So I want to hear.
You want to share it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do, we go on the phone and we just go to the thing.
So what do I do?
You just go to the page and then you share it.
I feel like an old lady. People like, this is that. Stop playing. Okay, I go here and go share. And say, hey, it's me. Hey, it's me. It's her.
Action. What you thought about last week live, Q?
I like last week live.
Bring that mic close to you. You're ready to have this conversation.
I want Eric to come back on and tell me if they responded to his email. Eric to come on.
He probably be in the live later on today.
To ask him if they responded to his email. I don't like how things are made a big deal and then people be doubling down because other stuff be coming out about the ordeal or what. Like it be more to the story, if that makes sense. So
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But it was good. A good live. It was emotional. Week. It was very emotional. Very emotional. Very emotional. But I liked it. I enjoyed the
How y'all doing? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear us. Comment. Say hi. Say something.
I liked it.
You got a special guest.
Lives. Like our lives.
We appreciate it. Trying to do something different. Like I think the best thing about last week live, it was like what we was talking about had just happened a little while ago. And then I didn't even like, this is just, I probably shouldn't say, but I didn't even know that she was even coming here. I don't know what Q was doing on the phone over there. She ain't say nothing to me about nothing. I'm thinking about to wrap up and then somebody walked through the door. I'm like, you know what's going on? But I
she was supposed to be here when we started, but they got out the board member meeting late. Like she had just got out. And that was crazy because she had just got out at like 8:45 and she came.
Eric already commented. He said they did not.
They did not.
They did not. Courtney said hi, Rochelle.
Hey, Court.
Courtney Robertson. Let me put these put some on the thing.
That's my girl.
Thing, man. They did not, Eric Gaines says. They did not respond. Hello. Oh, she said hello, then she said hello, hi Rochelle. So
hello.
She wasn't talking to us. I'm joking. He said, not a single commissioner. In fact,
today, notes.
Eric Gaines said, not a single commissioner, in fact, acknowledged my email.
Not one commissioner acknowledged your email. Not one. Maybe you were supposed to send it to the
Nah, he did right. Nah, he did
so
right.
the what them people call the admin, like the administrator assistant or the front desk.
He said, I see this how they do business. I'll be sure to remember this when it comes time to donate to their campaigns.
I am telling you. Money talks. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I think we all gonna remember a lot of stuff. I really want us, now that we're doing this and there's a lot more people engaged with the government conversations, that this is what they should be paying attention to, things of such like this. Like there was an incident that happened, and despite him being, right for asking the questions, somebody still reached out and felt uncomfortable about his tone, his delivery, all of the above. And I am talking about Commissioner Dunn Clark. But for nobody not to reach out, not even like Monique Braswell, she's in District 5. Like that's Dunn Clark's district. She is his constituent. So for him not to even reach out to his own constituent, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like that's crazy. Like she lives in District 5. She's a board member for District 5. He's the district commissioner for District 5. Why wouldn't you reach out to your constituent in District 5? Like, why not? But this is what really made me get involved with like getting in the government business, as y'all want to call it. Like, I really we all should be in the government business. It's for stuff like this. Like it was too many rumors of people saying that they get annoyed by the commissioners, they don't be heard. You kind of see it when you watch the meetings, how they pass people off and how they have a certain level of excitement for a certain person. And then for other people, they have like this dull, tense experience when they come up. It's not evenly distributed when different people come to speak up for whatever the reason may be. And you see it, but it was a lot of rhetoric, a lot of just conversation about the way the commissioners or the way our leaders are in general. And it made me interested in seeing if it's facts or fiction. And it's facts. Like exactly what people say about the commissioners, their experience with them is a very true experience, and they don't do anything to rectify it. But shout out to those who are willing to come and speak up and stand their ground, right, wrong, indifferent. It doesn't matter. Jordan Johnson, Commissioner Tina Tina, can't pronounce the last name, but Tina, because she always jumps in the comment, right, wrong, indifferent. She's always engaged on the page. I love that. Who else?
He said Monique was at the commissioners meeting today too. So there was a chance to rectify the issue and they did not.
Yeah, she did call and tell me that she was going down there and she was like, she forgave him. And I just was like, forgave for what? But either way it go.
Better her than you, right?
That's the new way. That's the way they handle stuff. For
that's
me,
politics, bro.
Yeah, that's really not politics. That to me, that was more of like personal. Like when you forgive somebody, forgive them for what? Sometimes you just got to learn the person and learn how to deal with the person, like as they are. Because yeah, he was right, but there was a reason. And I just feel like she didn't know how to deal with him in the moment. She not deal with him. So that's why it went the way it went, because she didn't know how to deal with him in that particular moment. Because it was gonna come. That's just how he is as a person. So you have to be prepared for people like him. So I'm a people person. I learn people, and it's forgive him for what? No, learn how to deal with them. Like learn how to. I ain't gonna say go to war with nobody, but learn how to deal with people in their own elements. Because behind that,
you gotta
him
give
saying that, she should have been very prepared. When I just feel like she knew he was coming. She know which commissioner was gonna come for her, but a commissioner was definitely going to come for her. She just had to know it. So when you know that, you have to be prepared. But anyways, what we got in the comments?
Oh no, I was reading them. I was reading them. You know what I'm saying? I was reading them. Ain't no new comments yet. I think they were letting you get your stuff off, man. You know, when you start talking about no commissioner, they let you go.
They let me go.
But I do want to say so we got Rochelle Blount here, and I think that people know you obviously because the comments is only saying hi to you.
Hey everybody,
so what's going on? All right.
Hey everybody.
She got her what's that Morris Brown collar shirt on?
Yeah.
So shout out to her.
Yes, I didn't go here, but hey.
Nah, that's what's up. You gotta
color.
represent.
Like color, that's
represent. Right. So tell them a little bit about you and who you are, because that makes sense of why you. I know they see you in the comment section a lot, but
yes. So my name is Rochelle Blount, and I am a mother, a friend, an educator, a supporter, and I work for the school system, and I work for the marshal's office, and I worked for the golf, the patch, but they closed the patch down, so they're doing remodel. But I'm pretty much hands-on in all parts of Augusta, so I can kind of network and help my community out. But for the most part, I'm just Rochelle. So I'm coming here as disclaimer,
right?
As just Rochelle.
Yes, please put the disclaimer out there.
Those were just my job titles.
Just her job titles. We're just having a conversation.
I'm here as Rochelle.
She's not representing anybody.
There we go.
Anybody.
We should put like a little disclaimer.
Yeah, she's not representing anybody, not the school system, not the marshal office. She's not just regular old
just
Rochelle me. For those who are watching. Yes, and will watch.
Eric Gaines has a lot of different hats.
A lot. It's a lot. I'd be tired. But so I enjoy it.
How's everything been for you before we get into some of the stuff we want to get into?
Everything has been pretty good. The weather has changed drastically. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to keep, me from catching a cold. Other than that, just kind of working and making sure I support everybody, and support the kids and support my family, and just my middle name should be Rochelle Support.
I ain't gonna say what it is, but I do want to say she came with gifts.
She came with gifts.
I got one.
Definitely came with gifts. We absolutely love gifts.
And I'm saying this just for future guests, like next week and a week after that. She came with gifts.
Just something small to show my appreciation. I did. Pink and blue. Yes.
She came with gifts.
But I mean,
Good
so
gifts.
I
To
feel
show
like, you
appreciation.
guys do a lot for the community, and we support you guys with shares and,
Appreciate it.
shouts out and things. But far as like tangible things that you can actually touch, I feel like I wanted to, do that. So that's why I was late. I was like, shoot, I got to stop. I know they're going to say something.
Also, hey,
I'm
if you're going to be 5 minutes late,
Be
if you're going to be
late,
5
be
minutes late and bringing a gift, we not going to trip.
So
We're not
so
gonna
that's
trip at
why
all.
I had to do a quick stop. And when I was driving, there was a car that was stopped in the middle of the road. And so your bag fell. And when I picked it up, it ripped. And I was like, oh God, her bag ripped. But it's okay. I just put enough tissue paper in there to hide it.
That's right.
So it's cool.
Not,
yeah, I
not
appreciate
bothered by a ripped bag whatsoever.
I
Very grateful for the gifts.
definitely appreciate you guys and what you guys are doing.
Well, I want to start my first question, the real question. Like,
Okay.
you watched the lives, you've been on, you was on this particular day.
Yes.
I want to start out with, like, what was your thought process when we had on 2 people running for a district, and we asked them about they plan for youth development, and that whole next like 15 minutes of no plans. Just what was your thought process?
You leading.
I didn't have a thought process, because if they don't have a plan, what am I going to think about?
Does that bother
It
you?
does. It really does.
Isn't the art? No, it's not. Isn't the alternative? No, it's in District 8.
No, I think it's
I'm pretty
District
sure
4.
some people live in a
It's
district
in 4.
You know?
I think it's, I don't know.
It is in District.
think
Yes,
so.
it is.
Yeah. Monroe.
It is in District 4. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, if they don't have a plan, that's on them. But I get with my people and I come up with a plan, and if my people don't come up with a plan at night, my brain just keeps going. So I'm dreaming of plans and things to help the people in the community, especially my babies.
I want to preface a lot of things we do say as just like working with the youth. We just say that instead of something else. But in your history of working with the youth, give us some of the pros that you see, because we always list the cons, but give us some of the pros that you see or you feel some rewarding, things that happen with you.
The smiles, knowing you make a difference with them every day it makes you want to show up every day.
Absolutely.
So the I love yous, the tell me about your night, tell me about your day, just having a genuine conversation, the hugs. You guys working with the youth and knowing that you impact them in the smallest ways, whether it's just like, hey, your hair cute.
Love it.
Listen, just something
the kids
small.
love when you compliment them.
Yes,
I don't care what nobody say. They
something
love
as small as that can change your day and your outlook.
Absolutely.
So we can do that for the kids. We can definitely do that for each other as adults. And I think that's kind of what's missing as well when it comes with adults and showing compassion and showing you care, because we're the blueprints at the end of the day. So that's one of the things. That's one of the pros. That's a huge pro, working with the youth, a huge pro, just seeing their smiles.
And it's not, I ain't trying to bash nobody per se, but like when you do think of like people, now I'm just being real. I've asked them, I was stuck that day. I ain't got out of that since. I've been stuck since.
We still trying to figure it out. Yeah, a couple forums.
Because I feel like we just asked her the same question and she answered it.
And she answered.
And not saying you're not a leader, because you are, but like you're not out here trying to get people to put you in position to lead,
to vote for you. And
but what's your thought process of like leaders not having plans dealing with youth, like just not even it being a plan, like, or not having partnerships or resources to reach out to the youth? Because we hear a lot of complaints about the youth when certain publications post this happened, this shooting happened, they make sure to put the age in it. They make sure to paint the picture. Hey, this is a young whatever, a kid, they make sure to put the school they go to, make sure to put their past.
It just sidetrack, y'all. That's media. Like, I really wish people start paying attention. Like, they're writing history for you. They're writing what they want you to know, what they want you to see. They're painting your own visual of your community, but they've never been a part of the community. Simple.
So that's it's not answering your question, but that's another reason why I want the community to get involved. Like, I want the leaders to come to me with the plan instead of me saying, okay, what do you guys, my team, hey, y'all, what do y'all want to do? Like, y'all come to us as leaders and tell us what to do. And we delegate the things that you guys want us to do instead of coming for our ideas and putting it out there like it's your shit.
Like it's yours.
Excuse my language, but putting it out there like it's your idea and you came up with it. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a lot. That happens a lot.
Yeah, and they show up and was like, hey, and
photo ops,
yeah, but it was like, hey, you weren't part of the planning.
You weren't part of the planning, the thought process. This wasn't even your idea.
So yeah,
you didn't even implement it, really. Just put your name on it.
I think a lot of leaders, like I said before, they do. There's enough money in the budget for them to go to leadership training, professional development training, things of that sort. That way they can know how to deal with, what's that word you use? Constituent, and the people in the community to come up with plans and tell us how to implement them and how they think they can be done.
Right. I agree. I think even like Sunday I did a live with somebody. We was talking about like just characteristics of leadership and things of that nature. And I just feel like that's one of the things, like being resourceful. Like I should be able to come to you with a problem and like feel like something's lifted off of me because your resource and your power, you can help me with it. And if that's youth development, then fine. You partner with them Boys and Girl Club. You partner with this middle school, this basketball team, this recreation like center, whatever the case may be. I mean, got them around here. I just feel like when we talk about the youth, a lot of people write it off. Like almost like, oh, they don't vote, we ain't gonna talk, we don't care about them. Oh, they're young, we ain't gonna care about them.
They don't write them off per se in your face, but I'm gonna tell you a key term that they tell you. I'll get back to you.
What?
Say it again.
That is
so that's the thing for write off.
Absolutely.
I'll get back to you.
That is a political term for everybody in leadership across the board when they don't want to do anything or do not intend on doing anything. That I'll get back with you instead of providing something of substance. You'll never have to worry about it. You don't have to never worry about them getting back to you. Even if you follow up, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna get with you. So I'm still sitting in the mayor inbox right now.
Yeah, my comeback was
so getting back to you.
Yeah, he gonna get back to me. Yeah.
So how I got somebody in leadership with that one is I get back to you. I say, well, so my next rebuttal was, I hope you're not one of those leaders who say I'll get back to you and never get back to me.
Listen, I'm glad you said that.
So, and you say that in front of others. So that kind of puts them on the spot. So that's the rebuttals for when they say I'll get back. I hope you're not one of those.
I'm glad you said that. I hope, is Monique on here? We was on the phone today. And when I told her this exact thing, that sometimes you have to call people out in that moment, at that spot, in that time to stop the behavior. You have to address it then. A lot of them, their older generation, that's how they approach stuff. Just sweep it away or brush it on the rug. Like, you're not going to come back to it. You don't want to engage in it. Like, just put them on the spot so you won't be sitting there wondering, okay, well, are you a man or a woman of your word?
Right.
Like, are you truly going to get back with me? But it's not that. Like, I feel like at the time that it happened between her and Don Clark, she should have put him on blast at the time, and that would have stopped the behavior. The reason why it wasn't stopped is because with Moses Todd, the previous commission meeting, nobody checked it then. Nobody checked his behavior then. So he was able to take that behavior to the next meeting, and he gonna keep doing it until somebody put him in his place or somebody checks it or calls it out at that particular moment, not later, in that moment, so that he stops doing it. That is how people need to start doing things. Like, you just have to put them, you got to call them out right then and there. If you don't call people out right then and there, baby.
And then you have to find the right words. So you can't go in there and just be argumentative and be like, what? No, you hit them with the same words and the same, professionalism that they gave you. And that's how you,
like, dang. So you are one of those. I mean,
I'm gonna read some of the comments. Don Coleman says, "Thank you for everything, Miss Rochelle Blount."
Hey, Don. Shout out to your brother.
Yeah. Rochelle's heart for the youth is evident in action and conversation. I agree. Rochelle Blount, you are awesome. That's my girl, Rochelle. Claps and hearts. I like that. That's good. Address it head on and leave the ball back in their court.
Yeah.
Have receipts. Mario tells, shout out to Mario. He got a good comment. He says, I hate to say it, but most commissioners are there for kicks and thrills and Camera Day. Different faces, but same agenda. So please pay attention to who's connected to who.
And that's something like being behind this page now and just being a part of media, period. You learn that. Like, it's so many alliances, it's so many cliques, it's so many, like, are y'all really doing the work by the people, or is it much, well, I'm not gonna say is it, it's much bigger than the surface. It's much bigger than the paperwork and the documents. Like, these people really got long-term beefs and grudges against each other, like that they can't necessarily work with each other. Like, they put on this front, but behind the scenes, behind the yes and no's, it's way deeper than that. Like, them voting on something is more personal than logistics of it just making sense. Like, this is just right to do because it makes sense logically, logistically, financially, but it can make all the sense. And oh, that's for you over there? Yeah, it's a no. That's for District 1. No, but they're not going to say that. And that's what I want y'all to pay attention. People putting on because they can speak well, they're professional. That doesn't make them good people. Like, some people are just good at putting on fronts and putting on the show. Just as somebody speaks well, and I think we should get out of that too. Judging people because they can answer a question correctly, or that they're the most poised when it comes down to being an elected official. Do you really want somebody that's super, super perfect, or do you want somebody that's human? Like, somebody just human, like straightforward, not trying to sell you nothing, just trying to be honest and realistic about where they're going when they're leading this. Not shooting no stars, like telling, I think Lenny came on, he was like, somebody promised Ruth Chris or something here. I can't remember exactly, but stuff like that. Like, people sell you dreams, but can't deliver none. But you don't know that they can't deliver because you're like, oh, well, he said he can do it, he can do it. Like, nah, that's not how it works. That's just not how it works.
That goes with that old saying, actions speak louder than words.
Actions speak louder than words.
That's my daughter. I'm proud of it. Mama love you.
Hey, Mom.
Your mom loves you. Okay.
Oh,
she's a volunteer as well, and she's a huge supporter of everybody.
Oh,
like when I tell you everybody, everyone.
Oh,
She's
amazing. Shout out to you, Pooh.
I say that all the time. You have to know someone that knows someone and get something done.
That's
you do.
6 degrees of separation.
You do, and that's so true. Like, when we was doing not the little, but when we was speaking and doing the back and forth about the superintendents and me putting out the content, and people wanted me to come speak at the board to the school board members so bad. So I had emailed who they told me to email. I had called who they told me to call. They hadn't emailed me back and they didn't call. I called Monique and told her. She called somebody and then they emailed me and called me back.
Wow.
That's what we talking about when we say that shouldn't happen. I did it the way that I needed to do it, which was the appropriate way.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you respond that way? She was like, oh, I didn't get it. But ironically, the same email address that you are now responding to is the same one that I sent out the email from. Like, what? Just type in my name and I promise the email is probably gonna come up. But it's stuff like that. Like, that's how Augusta works. Like, and I said that like early on, like in my teen years, like I didn't know this until I was of it. I've never had a job in the city of Augusta that I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. Never applied to a job with just my resume and got a call. It's always been call this person, and that's how I got on, not by my credentials. And the more and more I lived, the more and more it became real. That is how, if you want to get in a certain position or you want to get in the door anywhere, we talking about these was basic jobs. I'm talking about even down to Walmart. I worked at Walmart, but how I got in Walmart was through my homegirl knew the HR, and she reached out to HR and told them McDonald's. When I worked at McDonald's when I was 16, everybody at Laney was working at McDonald's, but we knew the manager, so that's how it went. You went to go put an application. Oh, that's my friend. and I got on.
And that saying, I have a lot of sayings. It's not about what you know, it's who you know.
It's who you know.
And I think that goes, like you said, in every aspect.
Every aspect. And I teach my kids a lot. I teach my kids about networking.
Oh gosh.
Networking is the biggest skill that's untaught.
If I don't do nothing else, I network.
You need to network. You need to teach your kids how to network. And even if you don't know how to network, you need to learn this whole I don't like people and that rhetoric that we is spreading out. You need people. In order for you to survive in the world, you need people. You need to know people. You need to be connected to people. You need to want to be a part of a community, some type of community. The whole, I don't like people. I don't really like this. To me, it's low vibrational too.
It is. It is. But a lot of our children, a lot of our youth feel that way. So how do we teach them how to build relationships and keep them? Because that's the main thing, that they need to know how to build those positive relationships and keep them. But so how do we do that?
Yeah, we don't. The adults won't do it. The adults, the reason why they have the mindset is because we're telling them, oh, I don't F with these people, or I don't mess with these people, or I don't like people like that, and this is why I don't like people, and no new friends over here, baby. I'm about to be 40 years old, baby. Give me new friends. Give me a whole circle of new friends, actually. That it make sure that they better than me and everybody else, to be honest. Like, you want a circle of different people, and you want it to change, because you're going to outgrow the people. Either you're growing with them or you're outgrowing them. Either way it go, you're going to need a new set of friends. You just are. So how do we get our kids to start doing stuff? We are the examples. Like, it starts with us first. We got to be their role models. Like, literally, if they see us out here networking and moving and shaking, like, one thing my daughter kept me on, she was like, I'm friendly when I meet other people. She was like, oh, she don't know how I'm so friendly. Like, when you meet other people, but I like to teach them that, but just that locking in her mind. Like, I never knew that she paid attention to it like that, but locking in her mind. So when she go around people, she's just the same way. She's energetic. Even if she don't want to be, she still does it, because first impression is your only impression, and it's your lasting impression. And you need to show up when you can show up.
And it works, because, like, with my daughter, so she sees me networking, she sees, mama know everybody, mama's so friendly. So I taught her those characteristics. And so when she goes out in the community and people see her, they be like, oh, that's Rochelle's daughter. Or, hey, hey, how your mama? Or they'll come to me and be like, hey, I seen your daughter. And I actually like that, because of me networking with people and building relationships. They look out for my baby in the community. And so that way she saw what mama did, because kids are sponges, and she took those tools that I taught her and she uses those in her adult life. She used them in her teenage life as well, but it's even better now in her adult life, because she's building relationships to where she can get to the next level. Because, like we said before, it's not about what you know.
It's who you know.
It's who you know.
It's who you know. It's who you know. What we got?
Reading some of the comments, I want to go back a few. It says, all right, boom, right here. It's time to get educated or learn local government and vote the old generation out. We say that a lot. I agree.
We do. We say that a lot. But with saying that, are we putting the right young people? Like, we keep saying we want young, but are the young leaders? Are we looking at people who are qualified to be leaders?
I think too, we got to determine whether what we saying is young, and then do we want young, or do we just not want old?
Right.
Because
Right. We have to teach them how to be leaders first before we put them in.
Sometimes you're too young to be a leader at that time. So.
Right.
But that go back into
the
older people, training them
up.
Yeah. But they offer self. So it's
they
hard
offer self. That's what I ask being a lot. Like, who did y'all take under y'all wing to train them up? Like, I feel like every commissioner should have took somebody under their wing at some point in time to train them up. Like, who's your person under you?
I want to read the comment. I did want to read this one because Hank, shout out to Hank. He said, get kids involved in other things instead of football and basketball, have discussions, etc. I did a episode, it's not out yet, with Marquez Furley Gibson last night, and he about to be inducted into the Benedict Hall of Fame on Thursday. But he mentioned some stuff too, and his coming up, and he from the bottom and laying it back in the days and before what it was now, like being looked at as prestigious, so to speak. He said it reminded him of class act, like it was Like it was some classes were just bad. People doing what they want to do, selling drugs, whatever, But his verbiage at one point was like, it's either he was old school. He's like, it's either 8 ball, which is crazy, but he's like, it's either 8 ball. He like crack rock 50 pack. I mean, shout out to him though. He was like, it's either 8 ball or sports. And probably throw music in there. And I was telling, I said, well, one thing I hated as an adult now is remember hearing that when I was younger. And then you feel like you're limited to 3 options.
Yep, that's it.
And the fact that people are giving you
3
drug dealing as a way out, but it's no way out. It's way out of freedom. Yeah, But then also think about like some of the people I do have on like music, but whether they are musicians or whether they Eric Gaines, who went to the military and
he became an investor
and used his money right and became an investor, or people that work for themselves and they done well. They never worked for nobody else. They just started small, started their own business, entrepreneurship. It's just so many different avenues. We keep saying it's basketball, it's music, or it's this, and it's like it's no way it's just those 3.
No. It's no way.
When I know a bunch of different people doing amazing things and super successful and can't do neither of those 3.
Neither.
And so I wish he said have the conversation. I feel like even with some of the youth that you deal with on a daily basis, those are combos we need to have with them.
Right.
Even me talking to them, I don't like, well, I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna play on a team. But the thing is, like, this is just my thought process. Like, they go back to school, they play in a team, and things don't go well because maybe they still doing what they doing. They having fights, or they get upset, or they don't get the playing time because they've been going for school for 2 years. Like, who are you? I was good in 6th grade, but you've been in this school since you back in population now, whatever. Which I hate to say that word, but that's how they look at it. And it's like, well, then they really get upset then, and they really turn they back really
turn to something else,
to everything else. And it's like, well, somebody told them somewhere that you had to do it this way. They ain't telling them that, well, you know what, you could be a teacher, you could
be something else. And I do believe in it. I believe in looking at a kid and seeing what it is. If they angry all the time, if they always like to argue, throw their ass on the debate team.
Exactly.
What we talking about? Like, you want to fight? I'm not against kids fighting. Yeah, people are. I'm not against. Throw their ass in boxing. I'm not against kids fighting. You remember? Like, if a kid fight all the time, like they get a high. If you talk to the kid who fights, they energy, the way they talk about it, they enjoy it. It's not that they are necessary. They enjoy the art of them protecting themselves. So now put them in either karate, boxing, like something so that they can control it, because this is something that I naturally like to do.
It's a release.
It's a release in whatever. Let's do it. Kids that they got bad attitudes, but they dress well. They fashion design, stylists. Like, it's just so many different elements that you can pull out of a quote unquote misbehaving or a child that's disobedient. Like, it's a reason why. Definitely. Like, it's a reason. Just find a reason. Definitely. Just find a reason, and then put them in that element. Like, whether even now to the parents, like, sometimes you got to raise your kids differently. Like, I have 3 kids. 3 kids was raised 3 different ways. Neither one of them are the same. Like, I raised them literally 3 different ways because they were 3 different people.
Yes,
they had 3 different avenues. You have to do that to your kids. Like, pull out of them what it is that either if it makes them angry, if you're dealing with a child that's angry all the time, upset all the time, you got to put them in something that kind of fixes that. Not necessarily fix, but controls it in a way. Something that they enjoy, because again, there's a lot of argumentative girls out here, baby. They just got to say something bad, but they don't even know how to argue. Teaching them how to argue is another legal weapon. Now they want to be attorneys and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. It's different.
The main thing that I think we as adults don't do is we don't listen. We don't listen. And 99.9% of the youth, they just want us to listen to them. So if we listen to them, they're going to tell us what they're interested in. They're going to tell us what they want to do. They're going to tell us their hobbies without them even knowing, hey, I'm interviewing you to see what your career goals are. Just talk to them, listen, instead of telling them what to do all the time. So when we did the breakout sessions and when I have different people come in, I'm like, hey, this isn't a lecture session. I don't want you coming in here lecturing these kids. Now, it's going to get to that point to where you tell them right or wrong. It's going to get there. But your initial interaction, and when you meet this kid, I don't want it to be, hey, why you ain't listening? No. Like, build a rapport with them and then listen to them. And guess what? They're gonna listen to you. They're gonna listen to you.
It says definitely be the example is one way to teach them. I also notice if you are from Augusta, they click fast. I'm not from Augusta, and I find it sometimes to be a challenge to break into the community.
Somebody not from Augusta say it's hard.
Yeah, she's not from it.
That's a female.
I don't know. They mask not off. The thing said take your mask off, but I can't.
If it's a female, it may be harder. But for men, baby, Augusta loves out of town people. They love people who are not from here.
I agree.
They love people that's not from the city. You got to be a female, but if you're a male, and you not from here, and I'm not talking like females, like everybody just, I don't know what it is, but people that's from out of town and you come here, whether they come in here to start a new development, even down to like local government and anything, people are excited about people who are not from here. They give them the world, but let it be somebody that's from here. Yeah.
And you know what? That might go into like, okay, so if they like the people that aren't from Augusta, they're trying to put you in their clique. You ever think about that? Seriously, because it's like, now this is one person that doesn't know anything about us. They don't know how we move, how we act. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put them with us.
Yeah, with us. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Eric Gaines said exposure is definitely key as well. When you get around some of the movers and shakers, you find out immediately that they're no different than that. You're no different than them. Mm-hmm. It's just that they were exposed to the environment where the opportunities are.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, we have to give those babies opportunities. I was talking to one of my kids, and he was, well, no, I wasn't talking to him. I was listening. I was being nosy. I was eavesdropping. And they were telling me about their experience outside and them just, I was out the door and I seen the police run past me and they chased this person. And then they went here and somebody jumped the gate. And then I seen this. And I'm like, that was my experience outside when I was growing up. So, we have to introduce them to different things so they'll know, like,
it's different life experience.
It's different, though. That's not everything you're supposed to see when you go out the door.
Nah, you're right.
So
so Take Your Mask Off said, I hear this all the time in my organization. The best conversations I have with my kids is when I don't say anything. My name is Lakeisha. This is my nonprofit. So,
Lakeisha, nice to meet you, love.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow her page. Take Your Mask Off. See what she's doing.
Yes, that was one thing I used to do with Zayla when I would talk to her or when I would listen or whatever. And teenagers, when they get into their moods, although she's not a teenager, I would tell her, okay, do you want me to listen or you want me to give you tell you what to do? So she would have to tell me, like, okay, Mom, listen, because we got into that mode to where us as parents, we always want to tell them what to do, how to do it, how to solve the problem. But sometimes she'd be like, I just want you to listen. Just listen. Don't say nothing. Don't give me a rebuttal, no solutions or nothing. Just listen to me then. And I had to learn how to do that because that's hard, because sometimes I still don't listen now.
I think it's important to try to get kids to understand other kids. If you have kids growing up in what you would consider a healthy environment. I know the other day, my youngest daughter, I picked up and she said, hey, Daddy, I got to tell you something. I said, what's up? She was like, well, on the bus today, such and such, they called me the B word. And I was like, well, how you feel? Ask how you feel about it first. And, she said, oh, I'm okay, da-da-da. So I was like, well, some kids they don't grow up like you. Like, they don't have the same structure you have. They don't have the same parents you have, the same environment you have, the village you have. And I'm just kind of breaking it down to this, like, maybe, why he would have said what he said. Not that it's okay, but so she could understand that some kids going to say things. It's not going to be just that last time she hear it. Some kids going to say things, and I make sure you don't react a certain way, but also understand that everybody not coming from the same background or environment you coming from. So with the household you live in, somebody else live in a different household where that might be okay. It might not be okay also. Like, they can get trouble saying that, but they're going to do it because they don't get attention at home. They don't get no love or whatever kid may be. But I think even just explaining that to a kid so they know when they go out in the world and they do experience these things, they're like, you know what? I ain't even mad at you. You might got some things you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And I think that's important too, because some kids, they're not young enough. They're not old enough to know that what they're doing is wrong. in a sense where it's going to affect somebody when they going home.
Mm-hmm.
They just saying things and doing things. So I do think that's important. What you said as far as talking and listening.
Yeah, us as the community, we have to teach them different things. We have to teach them that. And so when I did the breakout session, the things that I do, one of the things I think I told you, man, is a lot of people in the community are like, it don't have nothing to do with me, so I'm not going to say anything. So I just feel like if you see something, say something.
Say something.
All right. So I want to bring some up.
To a certain extent, if somebody got a gun and and it's really, you have to save yourself or whatever, then I get that. But if it's something small and that it can be corrected, why not?
Why not?
I was at Stephen King. He had a meet and greet, so to speak. I don't know, something at Icons like 2-3 weeks ago. And I remember him going back and forth with this biker girl for whatever reason. They came in there, laughed, they would, drink, whatever. And we was talking about kids, like the youth. We was talking about what you should, how to handle it, helping each one help one, This lady had no kids. She just there doing her thing. And she was just so like blunt with like, well, why should I have to help kids? I ain't got no kids. Why should I have to help with kids? Just her attitude was just super negative. Like,
that's why she ain't got none.
That's what she said. But I also felt like, yeah, but then you'll be the same person complaining when the kids are doing something wrong. And I'm not saying she's gonna stop and change the world. I just thought that was a selfish, I ain't gonna say weird, a selfish ideology to have. Like, I don't have no kids, so I'm not helping raise no kids.
Well, I mean,
but she was a kid at once.
Was it Miss what's the name? They came on here. She didn't have kids. The commissioner.
Yeah.
I mean, the commissioner now for District 4. She didn't have kids, and she gave off like that same kind of energy in a way.
Oh, yeah, like I said, it was live, and this is live, and once again, like, and I help you and stuff, but like, I never want to put you in a bad predicament. But once she was like, because I ain't got no kid. When I hear that, first I hold my hand a little bit, like almost, like, what that mean? Like, what do you mean I don't have no kid? You a leader,
right?
You got how many kids?
How many? You got 25,000.
How many kids in district? District. That's how many kids you got. So to say you got none, like saying, hey, F whatever the district is, that's how I feel. So I thought that was strange. But I always think is odd when somebody says that. I'm not saying that, yeah, you got no kids, whatever, cool. But I do feel like you also have a perspective on the world. Mm-hmm. You got to respect on the community. You got to
But you're in leadership positions. You have to care. You got to care. To be a leader, you got to care.
Like, you ain't got to be a parent.
You ain't got to be a parent. You just got to care. You got to care about something bigger than yourself. And sometimes that is bigger than yourself is a kid. It just is.
Eric is crazy, bro.
What you say?
He makes sure he put a name in there. I want to read some of these comments. It's a few long. I'm gonna read them through, and then we can just discuss them from there. But it says, I like the idea of getting the youth involved, local government. I think an apprenticeship program that allows teens to follow the journeys of commissioners would be great. Mm-hmm. Maybe one child from each district as a representative to offer the perspective of the youth when making decisions for the city. I like that idea a lot. Teaching them to be compassionate is definitely needed. Compassion for others, because not everyone's situation is the same. I totally agree. If you can get that from a student while you're a student, that'd be great. Absolutely. They want to be heard and respected, and we have to teach them how to communicate and develop their voices in the home to be effective when they go into the society in the real world. Eric Gaines, on here eternally. But yeah, so I want to ask you, like I said, I know you had Rochelle, so I'm gonna be asking you a question as Rochelle. What's your thought? I had this conversation a few times. What are your thoughts on, like, you had some people who feel like they're okay? Let me ask you a different question. Do you feel like it is conducive for the youth having a particular school you can go to when you get in trouble? I don't know how to word the question. I don't want to word it too forward.
What kind of trouble though? So there's a lot of trouble.
All right, so you get. I'm gonna break it down for you. You get in trouble, whatever trouble that you get in trouble. They say, you know what? We want you to come somewhere. We're gonna judge whether you should go to regular school or a different school or not. And then you got to go to that different school because they said whatever you did, we don't want you back at that regular school. We want you at this school where kids that have done these kind of things go there.
Okay, but the go there school, I love the go there school. I think the go there school is smaller, and it gives them a chance for us to do things to get them involved in the community, for us to focus on those skills that they can't actually get in the other school, So we have to address that problem to why are you in trouble? So you done got at this school, now you at the trouble school. All right, let's see how we can fix it so you don't come back to the trouble school. So it's a smaller population. That way we can address those needs one-on-one. So I think the trouble school is great. I love the trouble school. I'm just saying. And I love the trouble kids because they all need some direction.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I guess and this is probably more of a challenging question. So I'm not coming for you when I ask this question, but I do got to ask the question because that's what I do. Because in the comments, I heard some things like, when you be around moving and shakers and you see what's going on, you kind of can see things and that and third. So what happens when a kid that maybe makes a mistake, maybe they made a mistake, you got some, I ain't gonna say a few, you got some that just, they made a mistake. Like it wasn't supposed to be that way, whatever they defended themselves, whatever the issue was. And now they at a school, but you got some kids who didn't make a mistake. They knew exactly what they was doing. They might actually be okay with keep going back to the other school. What you do when you got a blend like that? How do you separate this from that?
That's hard.
I would imagine.
Because kids are sponges and they pick up on a lot. So whether it's good behaviors or it's bad behaviors, they're going to pick up on whichever one is the majority. So it's kind of hard to where if you have a youth that is doing really, really, really well, and you put them with somebody who you feel is not doing so well, and they're the minority, they don't join forces with the people who ain't,
Especially when they're so young and they mind not fully developed. You're not making decisions on your own. Yeah.
They're sponges. So we have to redirect them so it comes into play with us. It starts with us because they're going to be adults someday. And they're going to be in positions to where they have control over what happens with us. So we have to teach them those things. So I think it's super, super hard it's hard to keep.
I know you say it's hard. I agree. Now this is me saying I agree with you. And even when we spoke about things like that on our past lives, and I seen you and a few other people who also do similar work as you in the comments saying, well, we just need help. And even that, and I know like even in real time, I'm reading the comments, she responding, I'm responding. Our stance is not we're not wanting to help. We just have other questions about like what that help we're gonna do.
Right. What the help looks like.
Yeah. And I think like you said, it is hard when you got
it's the environment. So if you think about it, if you come from this environment and all you see is like you were saying before, you have three options. You either sell drugs, you play a sport, or what was the other thing?
Music.
Or either you're gonna end up on drugs. Those are your only options. So when you're growing up in that environment, what other choices do I have? I just get in where I fit in. So we, like I said before, we have to introduce them and just kind of pull. When you see those bad behaviors happening, you stop them right then and there, and you give them positive things to do instead of negative things.
I think one of the great things that you did do, and like I said, I've came around some things you had, some events you had, and I remember I did some episodes and stuff there with some kids, and I like those, and I didn't put all of them out yet, but I did the ones I did put out. I feel like I like that, not the amount of people who commented, but who commented and who wanted to help. I don't know from there whether you connected them or not like that, but I do feel like it was some people. Once again, you talk about resources. You talk about it might start off as just a podcast and content, so to speak, but then you put it out, and then somebody that story or that piece of content catches somebody's eye who like, dang, that girl was like me when I was younger.
Yeah.
Now this person, I would just say, Kay, she commented on a few of the ones with women, like, hey, put it on me. I ain't trying to say nothing because she got to vote for next week. But Kay was, I went to school with Kay. Kay wasn't Kay today. She wasn't that Kay back in high school, Right. But so I know she's seeing these young ladies and seeing her and these young ladies. But also she's somebody who's running for something next week. She can possibly win. She's been positive since she been an adult.
Kay went to Butler.
Yeah, I went to Butler.
I've been in education 20 years. I remember Kay at Butler.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm old. But having those events and putting those people in place that want to help those kids is what we need.
I think what's important too, just to add what you're saying, that because I'm very, and we talk about it sometimes when we call, like you'll it's just, I ain't gonna say his name, it's a specific person that you'll call and tell me about, he had a bad day or he had this. I always hit him on Instagram. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Now I didn't follow any women because I don't want to talk to no young girls, but the men, I make sure I stay in contact with them. If they ask me for the strangest things sometimes. Can you share this? I'm gonna share how you been doing in school. So to keep that conversation going, so they don't feel like you just came for a photo op or you don't feel like you just came for content. You use me. I always make sure I still talk to them. If she tell me something, I'm gonna call them. Hey, what's going on? What happened? This. I think one of the guys I ended up taking to one of the fairs one time. Just went. So it's just something you try to do to try to build that rapport. And you don't know how it's going, what's going to happen with them. It's going to last. You know, they're going to do something else. They're going to get in trouble. And I'm sure, even in your world, that's a question I have for you. How does that feel? You work with the youth, and y'all trying your hardest to turn them around. Y'all trying your hardest to like let them see like, hey, it's more to life than this. And then you go on social media, you scroll, and boom, your report. It's a crime, and you're like, dang, he's involved.
Sometimes I do say damn. Victim. Sometimes I do say damn, but then that damn gets taken away, knowing I didn't change somebody's life that in 8 hours in that day. So it's like I can't save everybody. I want to save everyone. But knowing that I saved somebody, that damn goes away. And it makes me go even harder the next day. So I can save 2 people instead of 1. And the next day is 3. And the next day is 4. Talking about that kid that, you were talking about earlier, he sent me a text message. And something about, I don't know why people think I got money, but
the gifts.
It was like, can you pay for my subscription for United Masters? I don't know what that is.
Music.
So guess what I told him? If you make it to the end of the week with no trouble,
I'll give you some.
I like that. I like that.
Absolutely. So, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yeah.
Do for me.
Make it to the end of the week. Then that's music you want to get into. I don't know what United Masters is. I guess I have to look it up and research it.
Yes, how you get paid up in music when you put it out. Yeah.
So basically,
okay, so he into music. Okay.
So you got out of trouble for the whole week. And I got you.
Whole week.
So seeing the jail report and seeing all the kids missing and knowing, they're part of me, knowing that somebody can text me and say, hey, I want to do something positive. It takes the damn away. It does.
I was talking to a teacher, George, a couple years ago, and he had a clip we put out, and it was something like, I asked him about something like, he teaches at Glen Hills, and there was a lot of going on at Glen Hills at the time. He was like, I had to learn, like, you can't save them all.
You can't save them all.
He said once I was able to learn that, the job didn't become easier, but it's easier to deal with when you see when you see stuff. I ain't gonna say anybody now. When you see reports or you see them publications posting about a kid passed away or a kid got murdered or a kid murdered someone or robbed someone or whatever the case may be they be into, and you be like, I was just talking to this kid 4 hours ago. He seemed fine. But
think about all the kids that you were talking to amongst that kid who went home and told their mom, hey, I saw so-and-so today. I was on the podcast. You have to focus on the positive more than the negative. Because if we focus on the negative every time, then we're going to be crying and every day is going to be damn. So we have to turn that damn into the damn with the exclamation point to say, damn, I did it. Damn, I reached somebody.
I like that.
So yeah.
Hank said mentorship is important. It's so important in young people's life. You can't save everyone, but plant the seeds that'll grow later.
Yeah, definitely. And so he's helped a whole lot.
Yeah, shout out to Hank.
He's helped a whole lot. He's like a one call person. All I have to do is call and say, hey, this is what we need. So
shout out to you. Thank you.
There are a lot of people in the networking realm that I network with. And you got to be careful because some people just want to, just what is it with the politicians? Just
photo out.
A photo out.
Yeah.
Photo out. Come on.
So you have to be careful.
We got models.
Yeah. You have to be careful who you network
elected
with.
models.
Elected models.
But people just
baby,
want
they
that
look
attention.
good. They be camera ready, baby.
And some people just give and say you don't even have to tell anybody who it's from.
You nervous?
Or where it's from. It's cold in here.
It's cold.
It's cold outside.
It's definitely cold.
I get a heater next time. Next time, bring a heater.
I will.
I'll
just buy y'all one. Y'all just set up.
Nah, yeah, get a big one too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be good till Friday. Don't worry about it.
But the next event I want to make it really, really big. Me and Shantae Lucky, she's amazing. That's my girl.
Shout out to Ms. Lucky.
We work together and we collab. We sit on the phone for hours and we think about things to help the kids, and things we can do and people we can network with. So the next event I want to have, I want it to be big. And I'm reaching out to y'all because y'all have a big, following. I want it to be big. I want the community to be involved, and I want these kids to know that there are other avenues and other things that they can do.
Absolutely, I'm down with that. I do. I'm a strong proponent of taking the kids out or show them something different. Like I feel like I was a foster child, but being in foster care was kind of like a good thing. Like it took me out of environment, so I got to see other environments. I went to literally every high school in Augusta and Columbia County because I was in foster care. So I got to see different stuff. It shocked me going to Columbia County and seeing them with fast food. And this was in 2001, 2, 3, 4. Like their cafeteria style was just night and day from any school that I had went to in Richmond County. Like the freedom, the mindset of the children that were in these particular schools, the welcoming. Like when I came in, everybody was excited, hey, how you doing type deal. And I think I seen like a TikTok or something of a man saying the best thing that his mom and dad did with him was took him out the hood, like removed him out the hood and put him in a different environment. And he got to witness like going to school with quote unquote white kids. But he was like, their incitement for, or just the way their mannerism of how they introduced themselves to them, their incitement for him being there. Like they had different ways. And I feel like he was like, for us, we'll look at you and be like, I slap the shit at you. You get what I'm saying? Like you could just be a new kid like, and be like, should I slap the shit at him? And that's how we become accustomed to that being okay or that being the norm of how you communicate with your peers, with your family members, with whomever. But because we don't say that word mean the wrong way, like we didn't address it, should I say. But I do feel like we should definitely take kids, the ones that want to, because not everybody wants to change. Not everybody wants to change. I tell people I was hard-headed too. Like I did what I wanted to do because I wanted to do it. Like there's just some kids are going to be exactly that way. But for the kids that want it, like take them out, show them something different, like show them different. I never met an entrepreneur until I was like grown. I was 20 when I met my first entrepreneur. And I feel like I should have met an entrepreneur throughout my life. You get me? Like I should have seen people, and this should have been expressed of, you got this avenue to go, you got this avenue to go, or this avenue, or this. Like it was literally just work. You go find a job and you go home and you work that job and you save and retire and all that other stuff. But it was never another lane. Like I never seen another lane until I was 20 and somebody. And even then it was a culture shock. Like I couldn't even feel it. What they saw in me, I did not see in myself. You get what I'm saying? Like they saw salesmen. And I was like, sell something, like what? Sell? Is you for real? But and shout out to them. Like right now, Dr. Terrence Van Diver, he is the what is he? He's the dentist for Augusta Smiles. Like I think he owns it. He introduced me to this thing called Liquid Shield. That was like my first introduction to entrepreneurship. He was trying his hardest to explain it to me, tell me why I was gonna be good at it, and it just would not register. And then the second person came around, they was doing Primerica, which was life insurance, and they had no advertisement. Like what threw me from jumping with them is they wasn't a company that was advertised. Like I'm used to companies being advertised, so y'all can't be real. So it didn't register to me that this is a whole different ball game. A company that's been here for, at that time, they had been here for well over 50 plus years with no advertising, but they existed and they lasted this long. But I could not understand it to save my life. It went until I was like in my late 20s, 27, 28, 29, that it clicked like, oh, I should have started that. Like I would have been so in 2012, 2011 to now, like night and days, but you live and learn, right? You live and learn. But because you have these experiences, that's why I tell my kids, I already experienced certain stuff that y'all don't have to experience. You don't have to go this particular way because I already did it. So removing our kids out of, or just showing our kids different stuff. I love that TW Josie had the debate team. I am a strong proponent of debate teams. I really do think kids should be mandated. Certain kids, like that should be a punishment too. If you don't suspend them,
they did that like at school in New York. I saw an article about that.
Really? You should kids that like to argue or talk back and stuff like that, they should be mandated to, their detention should be the debate club. You get what I'm saying? Like after school should be, you have to like, even some of our local officials need to learn how to debate. They need to go take some debate classes,
right? So
that they know how to effectively argue with others without it being emotional. And I get it, you're supposed to be emotional because it's 200,000 people that they're representing, but some stuff don't have to be emotional. Some stuff is just logic. It's just an argument of convincing the other person. That's it.
Yeah, I kind of want to piggyback off of something you said, like exposure. I know a lot of our youth, they don't go past Bobby Jones.
Yep.
They don't. They have no idea what's past Bobby Jones, what's on the other side, what's in Columbia County, what's in Aiken, what's in North Augusta. They go to school, they're in the neighborhood, they might go to the restaurant around the area, and that's it. And that's it. So we have to expose them to different things and different places. It's more than Augusta.
It's more than Augusta. More than Augusta. And just the way that people do things that's different with it. So even in Augusta, like if they were to go to other schools, like Columbia County, the way that they're not better than Richmond County. However, to me, they don't treat their kids like they're inmates either. Like they have more freedom to be kids and to utilize critical thinking skills.
But they got a trouble school too, though.
They do have a trouble school. They absolutely have a trouble school, which they should. Because when they decide to get in trouble, it could be more than just throwing hands. So, but I do feel like the way that they let the kids be creatively expressive. That's what I like the most. I love that they allow the kids, whether it was down to their hair color or stuff like I get it, but I also get not all of us are going to be on the road of corporate America. My uniqueness might be in my hair. You get what I'm saying? My uniqueness might be that I can change colors in a certain way. And now I'm showing it. That's a product. I'm showing it. But instead I get condemned for it. Like, oh, you look grown. You too grown to have these colors in your hair. And they used to I don't know, they used to throw me. Because I go to these other schools. I'm like, damn, she got yellow, pink, blue,
and they're being expressive.
Orange, little clip-ins, and nobody's saying nothing. They just letting them be free. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody's trying to regulate their expressiveness when it comes down to who they are as a human being, because I can be smart and studious and still be different. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, in order for you to be smart, studious, and articulate, or it's a certain look.
You have to look a certain way.
It's not a look. It's not a look. And I feel like that's what we brainwash our kids so bad with conditioning them to go and be in a straight line, to be quiet when you're talking, instead of utilizing those skills of critical thinking. Like it's not a right or wrong answer, just talk. You get what I'm saying? Like that was something that was pushed a lot. I keep telling people I'm a product of Richmond County. My teachers ain't play though. When we was going to school, the teachers of Richmond County, when I was in school, did not play. 2001, these teachers did not play. They had a standard.
Need to bring that back, though.
They need to bring it back. Like I used to hate critical thinking questions. I hated them. But I appreciate them now in adulthood, because that's more real than anything else that was in the textbook, because it's not a right or wrong answer. It's strategic.
Yes.
So it's that.
Yes.
You got a comment?
Yeah, I got a few. Lakeisha, she said that she would love to be a part of what you want to do.
Definitely.
So make sure you go follow Rochelle Blount and contact her. She'll put the information out when it's time. Aquasia, it's more than Georgia, not just Augusta. Traveling is the best exposure for kids to get. Social media doesn't do justice. they have to live it, meet other people, have new experiences, try new foods. I agree. That's what Take Your Mask Off is about, teaching the youth to be their authentic self unapologetically.
Yes.
Amen.
So look at that already. See how we already built that bond already? That's
Absolutely.
See, bridge that gap.
Yes.
Yes, for the self-expression from hair to clothes. So yeah, I definitely agree. Shout out to Takwe. That's my sister, by the way. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody commenting and talking.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys for following us and staying in tune with the live tonight. I do got questions for Rochelle. I do. Goodness. So my first question
she pulled that phone out. It's over. It's over. She didn't pull the phone out, man.
My first question is, when we talking about creative expression, this is why the kids love Mrs. Blount. This is why they love her. Because she went to the Juneteenth. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Hosted by who is the Band of
Brothers? The Band of Brothers. My God.
And baby, you could not miss her because she had signs. And one of them signs.
Man, get her.
What's this? Yeah, y'all can't see. I wish when we get
send it to me. Send it to me. Okay. Right now.
Listen, it's a couple of
y'all.
Airdrop it.
Yeah. Every year I do sign.
Listen, this is how we knew you was meant to be a teacher and everything in between. Because in order for you to work with kids, you got to have creativity. You got to have different. You said Archie?
Yeah, my MacBook.
Oh,
there we go.
Y'all.
All right, you said 3 now.
Yeah, because it's 3 different ones.
Okay, I'm making sure.
3 different angles from 3 different places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when they because people call her from different angles. And she made the front newspaper and stuff. It was a big deal. So how much do you like Young Drum?
I love him. I do. And I happen to know his DJ. Oh, goodness. Jeez.
There we go.
Yeah. That's my song.
Listen.
Bro, I'm clean.
This is how you know you want to work with Rochelle Blount. This is why you want to work. Anybody that's got this type of imagination, this type of forward thinking, like it was bright. It was bright. It was loud. It was so bold that you couldn't help but to pay attention. I loved every bit about this.
Well, thank you.
And when I was going through the pictures and I seen you with their signs, I made sure you was gonna be out the. You know how you put a whole bunch of pictures up. I think I uploaded like 80. I made sure that your picture was out the 1 through 5, the ones that was gonna show on the main screen.
I love it though.
When I say I love this because it showed you being human. It showed you being. One thing I used to always say is I never seen my teachers out in public. Like you never seen, but like we went nowhere like that anyway. But you never like ran into your teacher. But to see like your teacher out, and then your teacher is just being her. Baby, come on.
They said unapologetically you.
Better know it. You better know it. I love every bit about it.
Put that mask off.
Take it. Better know it.
Because I have to stay updated. Like we have to stay up to date with what's going on.
Got to.
We have to. The 6, 7. I don't know what the hell that meant, but I found out.
Anybody in the comments know what that means?
Yeah. 6, 7. The kids say it all day. 6, 7.
Anybody know what 6, 7 is? I haven't heard that one.
It's a height, right?
My kids ain't into slang language as much.
6 foot 7 inches.
I don't think so. And then you got bruh, and then you got twin, and then it's just so I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But I try.
So if somebody was watching and wanted to help your students today, what would be the best way to do that?
So the best way to do that is to send me an email. You can reach me by blunt823@gmail.com. You can also send me an inbox after this live. And most of the people have my phone number, but if you don't, I'll put my phone number. What's so funny?
I'm laughing at the comments. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
What they say?
Nah, because they're trying to explain what it is. It's just funny watching all the adults
because they know what 6-7 is. So
everybody says something different though. That's what's funny. I think everybody think they right too. That's what's funny.
So yeah, definitely you can email me, shoot me something in my inbox, and I'll definitely get back to you. So what's 6-7? Somebody said
periodic table. Somebody said 6-7 is a song in reference to Lonzo Ball's height. Hank said it doesn't mean anything. Right, it doesn't actually mean anything. It just came from that song. Okay.
So you hosted the event,
right?
It was called Out Talk.
Yes,
Real Talk event.
Yes.
And I want you to tell us about the event. Like, how did it come about, and what was the goal behind it? Because I was invited, but I didn't come. But I'm coming on the 30th. Which is in 2 days.
Right. So how that came about with everything going on in the community, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of grieving going on with the students, and they needed to be heard. They needed a way to release. So like I said before, let's talk about it. Let me get people in here so we did breakout sessions. If you lived in a group home, if you had parents that were incarcerated, if you lived with your grandmother, if you were homeless, anything that dealt with home life, we had a breakout session for that. We had a breakout session for self-esteem. We had a breakout session for music and expression. We had a breakout session for gang violence. We had a breakout session for mental health. So how I got all those breakout sessions is reaching out to everybody in the community like before, and just dealing with the issues at hand, not waiting. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. We wait till something else happens, and then something else happens, and something else, and then we be like, okay, what do we need to do? No, let's do the shit right now.
Right.
Let's do it right now. Let's address the situation, and maybe we can help somebody else not go down that path. So that breakout sessions that we did, the alt talks, it can't just be one.
Right.
So,
you need more.
So everybody that did it, they was like, Rochelle, we're not just going to stop at one. Mm-hmm. Like, we want to come whenever you need us. I just got the phone with a close friend of mine. He was like, hey, I'm coming in like the next couple of days. I'm going to reach out to you. I'm like, all right, so let me go to the powers that be and, get the approval. But I want genuine people and consistent people to come and help these kids. Like you have to be genuine. You have to be consistent. So that program that we did, it was amazing. The kids loved it. It helped out. And I mean, hey, I liked it. The kids liked it. That's all that matters.
What kind of reactions did you get from the students?
So initially, they didn't want to do it because they weren't introduced to it. Some of them wanted to do it because it got them out of class. So anything to get us out of class, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We down for that. If we don't have to do any book work, we're down for that. But once they got into those sessions and they realized it was for them, they enjoyed it. We have to introduce them to different things. They don't want to sit in there and talk about mental health with a whole bunch of other people. So I tried to make the sessions small and very intimate. So that was one of the things that they liked about it. They didn't have to express themselves in front of everybody and be Billy bad guy. They got to have intimate one-on-one or, 2-on-1 conversations with the people. So they really enjoyed it. They really, really liked it.
That's good. All right. What's my next question? I want to know.
She knew I was going to be nervous.
Absolutely.
Why you send me these questions beforehand?
For what? Were there moments during the sessions that stuck to you personally?
Yes. There was one session that I walked past, and it was a self-esteem session, and it was the mentor and 2 little girls. And when I walked past them, they asked me to get them some tissue. And I just looked at the baby, and she was just crying.
Oh,
she was just crying. And it just hit me because I'm like, this is what they needed. So I had to give them the tissue and walk away because all of us would have been over there crying. But that definitely was one of the sessions that stuck out to me because I knew she had reached them.
How many people we got on?
Like 15.
Yeah, 15.
Y'all tell me in the comments if y'all would like us to invite each one of the commissioners on the live. On this is like individually, one by one.
Can I put yes in the comments myself?
Commissioner. I was thinking about reaching out to each commissioner and asking them to do a Tuesday, one at a time, or two. We can do two at a time if somebody's available at the same time.
Let me take it even further. Tag the commissioner you want. Just tag them.
Yeah, tag our commissioners that y'all want.
Them.
Tag whatever commissioner y'all want to come on the live. And yeah, let's get these commissioners on. Let's talk to them because they're for the community. Because we voted for them.
Tell them if you want to vote.
Do you think they're gonna come?
We'll do the live. Nope.
I don't. Me personally, I don't think they will come. But that's, to me, I think that's going to be bad if they don't come. Because I'm not saying you have to come. You don't have to come. But the whole purpose of Augusta News Network, AUG Explained, is education, is getting to know our government officials, getting to know the people that represents us. So whether it's good, bad, you signed up for it. Like, you signed up to be a public official. So it comes with good, bad, in between, the highs, the lows, the waves. Like, it comes with that. So I know everybody they think that I put people on blast. I don't put anybody on blast. I use what's already public information, and I expand on it. I don't put anybody on blast. The things that happen is already public information. I'm just responding or breaking it down in a way that you understand it. But I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not trying to belittle anybody. I'm not trying to tear anybody down. I don't know these people that are a part of our government. I don't know them. I don't see them. I don't run into them in person. I didn't have anything to really base off to make formal decisions about them representing us. And I feel like this is a great opportunity for them to for them to get to know the community, get to know us, for us to get to know them, and let us be the judge then.
So let me ask you this. If they don't come to you, will you go to them?
Yeah.
Because I can literally see you out there with like a microphone, like, hey, Commissioner so-and-so.
Yeah, but I
think they'd rather come to us though, because if we go to them, it's free range for us to ask more questions. At least in here, it's a controlled environment. They got the comments in that sense, but we go to them, ain't no telling how that could turn out.
Well, no, I'm just saying if you go to them and say, "Hey, this is Augusta Explained" or whatever, we'd like to invite you on our show, and then you just
put them on
the spot, then and there, and then get their reaction and be like, "Okay, you heard it here. So and so said they'll be on our show this day. We'll see you soon."
See, you would do that. I'm more of I ain't gonna say, I don't I know your vibe. I know your energy. I know who I can actually approach, and they gonna probably be like, yeah. Like, based off of seeing the commissioners,
they're gonna walk away from you.
I see who that will work on. So but because I know they're not, and I want to say this, a lot of our commissioners aren't approachable.
Oh wow, that's
as a commissioner, you need to be approachable. Somebody should want to approach you, and
it's not great leadership.
I know a lot. They feel like they do get approached a lot, but I challenge them to look at the people that's approaching them. It's the same people, the same age range, the same. There's not a diversity of the people that's reaching out to them, that's approaching them, that's talking to them. It's the same. So you're comfortable with it, and you make it seem like, oh, well, people do approach me. No, is the people that's approaching you, is it diversified? Is it the young, the old, the in between, the elderly, the healthy, the people that don't need a problem, the people that see you and didn't like the way that you spoke to this person or whatever, and they spoke to you? Like, I feel like a couple of commissioners, because I do call them out on certain stuff, they wouldn't come on the platform because they've been called out on their public behavior that I witnessed with my own two eyes. You get what I'm saying? Like, how can you hold a grudge about something that you actually did, but you can actually expand on it? Like, you can come and tell me, hey, that wasn't what it is. Because a picture can be worth 1,000 words. A video can be worth 1,000 words. Anything can be worth 1,000 words. You are the person to shine light on it. But if you leave me with my opinion, then my opinion is going to be of such. But I don't think all of them would come. That's why I'm gonna do the email, even though Eric said they ain't respond back to him. Now, I'm going to do the emails. I'm going to post the emails of me sending it to everybody. I just feel like in this day and age, we need to start making better decisions And we need to start holding our people that's representing us accountable for their actions or lack of actions. And I feel like the whole time I've been living in Augusta, there's been a lot of lack of accountability for the actions that they do not put out.
Yeah. One thing that I used to do when I was in college, when I would send an email like to my professor because they did something that I didn't agree or when I needed help, I would always CC the person above them.
I do that. I do that too. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it.
That email, just find out who's doing and CC that person. CC that person. I'll CC everybody.
But
so that way you know it.
But listen, they are a team.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about it. When Eric sent this email, it was every single commissioner. Plus, I think he said every I'm on the email. Actually, nobody responded. You know, like. Even if you do that in our government, you still won't get a response. You get what I'm saying? Nobody's going to take their time out to respect their constituent enough to say, you know what?
Let me reach out. Let me reach out. The one.
Even if it was his commissioner that reached out and be like, I was there, I felt that, or didn't felt that. I don't see what you see. Like, even that can be, y'all can come have a conversation with that. Like, I feel like they don't know how to have neither conversation. Either you got to be in agreement or not be in agreement.
Right.
If you're not in agreement, they're just not going to say nothing. You can not be in agreement with somebody and still have a conversation. I feel like that they don't understand that. Like, if you didn't agree with what he was saying, you can say, I don't agree with it, but it still don't take away the experience that person experienced from that particular moment that made me do this email. And it's nothing personal because, again, we don't know them. I don't know either commissioner. I don't got no ties to these people. They ain't took nothing away from me. They ain't blocked me from doing nothing. They can't shut down anything that I got going on. Like, there is no leverage of me. There's nothing against how can I say it? There is nothing that I am holding over their head, like something that they did to me that makes me respond this way to the commissioners or the mayor. The mayor hasn't done anything to me. All I see is what is put out into the public. And I want everybody to be honest. The people that write the history of Augusta is the other publications. They've been writing the history. I am using what they are writing and addressing it, whether it's correcting it for us to understand. But they're the ones that's writing the history. Everything that I know about the mayor came from the other publications. It was not this one. So they painted a bad light, but he'll go over there happily and do an interview with them. But I spoke on it, and it's like, no, I'm not. No, I don't think I'm gonna do her. I'm not going to do her because she spoke on her. They the one that exposed it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get understanding behind it,
like,
but I'm
also
about
you.
It makes me regret my vote. It makes me regret that I picked you as a leader, because in my eyes, what type of leader I thought you was gonna be, you're not.
Right.
You're not, and that's what all the commissions y'all are all voted in on some shape, form, fashion. Everybody's voted in. Where's the leadership? Where's the leadership? But I do want. Y'all should tag whoever y'all want to come in the comments.
I think Eric tagged the whole commission.
He really did.
He tagged it.
He did.
I would love for each one of them to come on.
Sheffy said, wait until after the election so you can invite Lonnie Wimberly, Jordan Johnson, Francine Scott, DC Clark, Stacey Pulliam.
You said wait till after it. Yeah.
Wayne, Tina, Tony Lewis. So they got Garnett. Oh, I guess he tagged the person that said the mayor.
He didn't tag everybody. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for doing that. But yeah.
Somebody said that would be nice. I think we've seen enough of Jordan, though. I don't mean that in a negative way.
No. I do think Jordan is public in the community. He does his own thing. I don't think he wouldn't be my first to have on. Somebody to be the first to have on would either be the mayor, Dunn, Clark, Tina, or the one that never says anything. The other one is her last name Rice. But it's a couple of commissions. When I say they don't never say nothing hardly, they don't have a voice to the third, because I guess their community is not affected. So they don't got nothing to fight about. They just be quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
But today, I think one of them did speak about Jimmy Dice Parkway. They were supposed to be adding some street lights, so she was extremely vocal about them getting them street lights for their businesses and constituents that are pushing her to get street lights. And it's like a $50 million or so. Oh, wow. More than that. It's more than that. Fee just to put up lights. Like
one thing I can say about Jordan Johnson. So he came to the alt and he met some kids and he asked them where they lived and they told them and they were part of his district. And they were like, we seen you somewhere before. And he told them, he was like, I'll be out there like when y'all had this event, this event. And they was like, oh yeah, we did see you. So I thought that was really, really good. He came and he played dodgeball with them and he knew the kids, although they didn't really know him, but he knew them and he's seen them grow up. And I just thought that was just so amazing. He's like the one call that's all person too. So I just want to shout out to him and tell him thank you.
He definitely be in them streets.
Like, thank you so much.
He says he walks one of his neighborhoods in his district every, I can't know, quote me, Wednesday or Thursday of each week.
And they see him.
He's going to walk his neighborhood in his district, not his neighborhood, but a neighborhood. He picks a neighborhood or a street to walk through on Wednesdays or Thursdays every week. He said he hasn't missed a week since he's been commissioner. So I thought that was dope too, that he takes the time out to be a part of his community.
Yes.
So I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Do anybody have questions for Miss Rochelle? No? Why are you shaking your head? I have other questions, but I think you kind of summed them up. But what's your teacher's superpower? As we wrap this up.
Food.
The one thing you do better than anyone else in the building.
The one thing I do better than everybody else in the building. Oh God. I'm not trying to be, I'm trying to be a little modest. But
no, don't be modest.
I show more compassion. I think I show compassion. And no judgment.
I agree with
no judgment. I don't judge adults. I don't judge kids. If we bickering or we going head to head, whatever is said is left there and we move on because we're there for something bigger. So no judgment. And I don't hold grudges. So.
If your students can describe you in one word, what would it be? And what word would you want it to be?
If they could describe me in one word, it would be twin. And I say twin because I put myself in their shoes. So that's a good way to, to see where they're coming from and to think outside the box and handle things from a different perspective. So I think twin would be would be my word.
What makes Augusta Youth unique compared to other places?
We're resilient.
I love it. Love it. What would you say to people who overlook or underestimate the kids from alternative school?
What would I say to them who overlook or underestimate them? Don't. Watch out, because these kids are far more talented than their circumstances. So just watch out for them, because we might have the next president, we might have the next cosmetologist, we might have the next fashion designer, we might have the next whatever role they want. So just look out for them and don't count them out, because those are true leaders there.
If every parent, teacher, and community leader in Augusta could hear one message from your students, what would it be?
Listen to us, like I said before. Listen, don't judge.
Listen, don't judge.
Listen, don't judge.
What's next for you and your program at the alternative school?
So, like I said, the next big thing I want to do a community resource fair. And I want to have different people from the community, different job skill placements. I want to do job shadowing because, as y'all know, we're out on Fridays. So I do want to get with a couple of businesses to see if the kids that are out on Fridays can actually do like some job shadowing. So whether it be construction, whether it be cutting grass, whether it be sweeping up some hair in the barbershop, just something so they can actually be active and not just sit at home. Because a lot of people, they just sitting at home, they ain't doing nothing. Well, let's give them something to do as a community. Let's give them some job skills
as a community.
Let's put some mentorship things in place. So that's the next big thing that I want to happen, to where we incorporate different things for these kids in the community to do, whether it be a Monday or a Friday. Let's just do some job training skills and some life skills for these kids.
If you could change one thing about the education system's about how the education system treats alternative students, what would it be?
Say that again.
If you could change one thing about how education systems treat alternative students, what would it be?
Give them a fair shot at education. Give them a fair shot at the behavior that you think they exhibited. Hear them out. Because a lot of times I feel like if they go to tribunal, they look at it as going to court. So when you do go to court, which it is a court, you don't really talk to the judge. You don't really know what to say. So listen to them. Listening to them is the biggest thing. We need to listen to our children. We need to listen. They tell us so much without saying anything. We need to listen, and we need to watch, and we need to be aware.
And listen, watch, be aware.
Yep. And I think that's one of the things that they need to do.
How do you keep your students motivated when life hits them harder than most kids their age?
Food. Feeding the kids, if you can get them to do anything. But no, I keep them motivated with daily affirmations, and I remind them every day that they are loved. And you got to stay in the day. You really have to stay in the day. Some of them think about adult situations. I got to go home, help my mama pay the bills. I got to take care, 5 or 6 kids. I got to do this. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. I don't know if I'm going to wash my clothes. Just, baby, stay in the day. Let's stay in right now. Let's focus on what we can do right now to make you happy. So that's one of the things that answer your question.
What do your students teach you?
Rap lyrics. They teach me compassion. They teach me unconditional love. They really do. You're going to make me cry. No matter what is going on with them, they're resilient. Like, it's just unconditional. They love you no matter what. I could fuss at them for something, and they'll come back and say, I love you. It's just an unconditional love that kids have for you. You don't have to do anything to them. They are just genuine, and they just love you, and they're innocent. They have that innocence about them. There was just the innocent love. So that's one of the things that they teach me every day, is how to unconditionally love.
Good answers. This is my final question.
Oh, goodness gracious.
My final question is, what are some of the biggest challenges alternative school faces that the public might not see?
Some of the biggest challenges we face is consistency. Consistency with parents, resources, community outreach. Those are some of the biggest issues. A lot of parents don't know where to start. So if we get those resources to help those parents, then those parents can help those kids. So I think that is one of the huge resources that actually work.
Right. I'm a strong advocate. I feel like mothers, when they get pregnant, that you should go take a parenting class, that it should be mandated from both the mother and the father. But specifically because the mother carries the child, that the mother needs to do an evaluation. You know how people, when I was in my early 20s, I donated my eggs. And you had to go through counseling.
Mhm.
Like before you could do it, you had to go through a therapist, you had to go through counseling. It was like a process. And it was so much of a process that I didn't want to do it because it was just too much. But looking back at it, it made sense because you needed that. You need to know if this is something that you really want to do. And not, and honestly, I really do think you should take parenting classes before you become a parent. But sometimes it's too late. But in the day and age, it's kind of like selling drugs. You know the outcome that comes with selling drugs. You know the consequences. You know everything that, because you've seen it. It hasn't went no other way but this way. We know the outcome when it comes to parenthood. It's either going this way or this way. You know it. You've seen it. It's been plenty of examples behind it. And you should sit down and think about that first. You should really, really, or take your time with it because it's such a huge responsibility. But if you are pregnant or you have kids now, you're not bigger than a program.
That's
you
right.
don't know your kid, if that makes sense. Like, yes, your kid is there all day long with you, but you don't know your kid. And you need to learn how to get to know your kid because we're not good. Sometimes we're not good adults. Like we just think because we're an adult, we just think we're better than the kid. But a lot of times the kids are better than the adult.
Yeah, they teach us a lot.
They teach you more. They're more patient. They're more considerate. They're more kind. They're more expressive or lack of expressive. Or they just choose not
They're
to.
patient.
Like they're extreme. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
God,
it's
patience.
It's so much that they take in because you are the adult too. So if you're having a bad day, you taking that beating, whether it's the verbal beating or the physical beating, but you're taking it from your parent. You have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's something as a parent, you don't really think about it. You think it's normal because you've seen it. And it's not normal. But you don't have nobody to correct you because your child is never going to say, that made me feel some type of way. Like, because if I say that made me feel some type of way, there's going to be consequences to me saying you yelling at me doesn't make me want to do anything that you say.
It doesn't. One of the big things that I feel like we need in the school system, men.
Oh, I agree.
Men.
I agree. We need men in a lot of things. Men.
Like fathers.
Men. Leaders.
Leaders. We need you guys.
People who know themselves.
Especially
like men
where
who
I'm
know
at.
themselves.
We need you because a lot of them, I did pose a question on like what is it that you need? A lot of them say the men that they have, they disappoint them. They always leave them. Whether they get locked up, whether they go mess with somebody other mama, whether they die, whether they, anything that happens, they leave them. So we need men. And a lot of them are raised by women, single women. So when a man tell them something, they just like, no, nigga, you can't tell me what to do.
They don't respect them because they ain't gave him nothing to respect.
Because they say they leave them. So we need y'all. We really, really need you guys.
We need way more active men that know themselves, that's doing something, that want to lead, that's not afraid of the kids. Like, it's so many men that's afraid of the kids. Like, that is so embarrassing for the look online and or even in person. Like, you hear in person and it's, oh no, they make little skits. Oh no, them young niggas was at the store. What you mean? Like, you mean you were scared to go in the store as a grown man? Oh, they different now. They different. Yeah. They're only different because y'all are afraid of them. That's why they're different. They're different because you didn't instill anything in them. No type of fear of an adult in them. You made them who they are.
And guess what? It's not too late.
It's not too late.
It is not too late.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Kids respect authority. I don't care what nobody say. Kids respect authority and structure. I have never had a kid to disrespect me because I automatically, not beat them down. My kids ain't never got a whooping. I'm not a strict parent. Like, nothing. I command authority. Like, I command respect. because I give it for one, but I also, they know I'm the adult. Like, why would I be fearing a child? Like, you can't do nothing. Like, you need me for every aspect of anything, and that's on any child. Whether it's just to give you a ride down the street, you need me. So for to see the amount of guys, males, men that are afraid of other young men, like, it's embarrassing.
I get that to a certain extent because some of the young men don't care.
They don't care, but
but we do have a lot of the ones that do care and who want a male mentor, who needs a father figure,
want something consistent.
They need it. So yeah, so we just reach out to the ones that we know we can help. And I need you.
I got you.
Well, that is all the questions that I have. Do we have any questions or anything in the chat that was interesting for them?
No, a lot of them were just agreeing with everything she was saying. And then we got emotional intelligence has to be taught, which I agree. Men are definitely needed. How can they become something they have never seen? And Sheffy agreed too. She said they definitely do. So yeah, a lot of them were just agreeing as they commented, just agreeing what we were saying.
Oh, shout out to my sister.
Yeah, she said that you didn't love her.
Well, so she works at Glen Hills Middle.
Oh, shout out to you. So, I love Glen Hills Middle. Whoever is running Glen Hills Middle page. So her
and another coworker. So she's one of the admins. So it's her and another coworker. Because I talked to her the other day and I was like, how you being so viral? Like, girl, who's over there? She was like, me and I forgot the other teacher's name, but she's the parent facilitator there at Glen Hills.
Shout out to you. So, I love everybody that has now, because again, I'm going to take big credit for this, of everybody, every school that's getting involved, that's on social media, even out to our local sheriff department, different schools. Everybody is Richmond County Board of Education. Everybody now, when you go to their social media page, is now being active on social media in some shape, form, fashion. I follow all the schools.
Huh? Because we don't have anything.
I think y'all should. I think that would level up school. I think because they're unique in their own way.
When I tell you guys, we would beat Abbott Elementary. Like if we were to do a show called The Alt, Abbott Elementary would be like nothing. It would be nothing compared to us.
I do think that I think that every school, because again, we're moving forward. We're in 2025. This is as much as we want to resist what's coming. Technology is here.
It's here.
The social media is here. It's not going. Social media is here and it's effective, and it makes changes. Like it's here. It's a real thing, and everybody needs to be on board in Augusta. Everybody, every single school. We got 50 of them. I should be able to follow 50 schools. 53 rather. I should be able to follow 53 schools plus the alternative schools. So 54. I should be able to follow 54 schools. And they should be all showing what's going on in their school. Richmond County is posting, it's Principals Month. So Richmond County Board of Education is posting the principals. I think I counted 8 of them that they posted. It's 54. At the bare minimum, it's 54, the principals. And then you got assistant principals. I feel like I need to be speeding this up. I should see it. I should have been able to get at least 20 collectively. I only got 8 saved in my phone because I wanted to do a post with them too. But I feel like, whoever behind the Rich County page need to get on it. It's principals, and it's 50 plus of them. We need to see a collage. Yeah. Maybe they need to all be pluses somewhere fast. Like principals, it'd be over with on 31st. So
it's coming quick. It's
but
quick.
I'm going to take credit. I feel like a lot of, even today, I ain't gonna say I was spoken media, but in the commissioners meeting, in their committee meetings, over the past couple of months, and I've been watching commissioners meetings, not as heavy as I do it now. This is the most they ever mentioned media since my page has popped up.
Like, I believe it.
This is the most they have mentioned media, baby. Every time you turn around, they try to clarify. Well, I just want to say this for media and da-da-da-da. Every single time. So I know I'm making some form of impact when it comes down to what we're doing. A lot of people are now explaining what they're posting. A lot of the news outlets are now being more cautious with things that they are posting and how they post it and how they word it on all platforms. You see it. And I love it. I love that everybody is engaged because this is where we are. Meet the people where they are. They're online. They are. They're not
glad
outside.
you came out from behind your page. Because it took me a minute to try and figure out who was behind this page. And I'm going on everybody's, and I'm just like, who is behind this? But a lot of people don't come out behind their page. And I do appreciate you for coming out and just doing what you do because you started a trend.
I did. You did. I did. I started the trend. Even the Augusta Exposed person released herself. It is a white lady behind the Augusta Exposed page. And I really wanted to I'm going to say this live though, because I really wanted to make a post about it. It's like you wrapped up all your following and all of your material, your content was centered around the Black community. Your whole... It's not. I know it's not. I screenshot. I know it's not now. She removed the video of her revealing herself, but I still screenshotted it. But your whole, I guess, once I came out and I started doing lives, because again, this is my brag. My brag is the fact that I can actually show up on my page. Y'all cannot, because I'm never going to do anything on this page or about this platform that's going to make me look bad, that's going to make somebody else look bad. I'm not going to never do anything that I can't stand behind. That's just not the way I roll. But just to see, because she came out, because again, these pages don't make money. The pages don't make money. So you can subscribe and that's how you get money, or we can like post your content and stuff like that. And you pay like a fee, kind of like advertisement. We can do that. But the page itself is not, the pages don't get monetized. Like the J Report is probably not getting monetized. That's why they have the link and you click on their website, or they have the list subscribe and you subscribe, because the page itself isn't monetized. And I guess she figured, I got all these followers, I got all these likes, but I don't get no money, because she was trying to sell something. I can't remember what the video was, but she was trying to sell something at the time, or not even sell, put up a product or something like that she wanted people to buy. And that's how she came, because you don't make no money. You got all these followers and all this stuff, but you don't make no money off the page. So now you're like, okay, well, I know how I can make money is
So she was like, I'm going to go back to doing what we did before because I lost this many followers. I did see that. But
I thought it was just so ironic that you were going back and forth with me on my page when the only reason your page popped is because you utilize Black content. That's it. Fights. All right, like that's how you built up your following. Then when you needed money, you came out and revealed yourself like, oh, y'all, it's just me. Like, I need this, I need that. Okay, so now you're going to start posting content for this particular group of people after you built up your following based off of this group. So, yeah.
Oh, y'all can tell everybody about my shirt. We getting ready to go. But look.
Y'all see a shirt?
Yes.
One of my colors.
AUG Explain shirt.
Yes. I love
so
it.
If you come on, you'll get a shirt.
Yes.
You'll get a shirt. If you come on, you get a shirt.
You let us get ready to finish and
let
me show my shirt at the end.
Yeah. So we all bought gifts. Main gift is the podcast. My gift is the sweater.
Yes, thank
Her
you.
gifts are the gift bags. We are givers. Gifter.
Definitely.
Yes. We
really are.
We are givers. Givers.
We
givers.
Really are.
So be a giver. Be a giver. It's the season of giving.
It actually is.
It's the season of giving. So yeah, I love everybody that tuned in though. And I appreciate you guys for staying on with us and rocking out with us every Tuesday night. You have anything you want to say?
So yes, if anyone would like to donate a Thanksgiving meal to a deserving family where I'm at, just hit me up and let me know, because of course we know what's going on with the food insecurities and things like that, and I just want to kind of give back to the kids and the families who may not have a Thanksgiving, because we take those things for granted. So if any company wants to donate a prepared Thanksgiving meal, just send me an inbox and let me know, because I'm trying to feed as many families as I can. Many student families or whatever as I can.
Well, I'm gonna do probably a slight write-up about you, and then you can just give me like your contact information. Well, I'll just use your email and stuff, but what you want me to post. And then we can tell the people that you are looking for people to donate.
Yeah. Band of Brothers.
They don't do the
they did one
canned goods somewhere. We don't donate canned goods to schools somewhere.
Well, I think they do, but the way we set up is that's a weapon. So yeah, don't bring no canned goods.
I agree, but I just don't remember like people asking. Like my kids are all graduated now, but I do not remember ever sending canned goods to school, like or having like a paper that said, "Hey, we need canned goods" or something like that. Like that was something big when I was in school. Like you got extra credit for it or whatever, but. That was something big.
So. Definitely want to feed some family. I know everybody's asking. I've been on social
media. I know
media.
Everybody's asking, and I know everybody wants to be part of it. And like I told Monique, y'all do for everybody that wants to feel like you can't feed everybody, but do your part if you can do it.
Right.
To the best of your ability, and don't let it weigh heavy on you that you couldn't do it for everybody. Like I know Monique, she be sitting, she thinking like, I'm gonna feed all these people and I do it every year. Do it to the best of your ability and just thank God that you were able to do it.
Yes.
And that's it. You may not be able to feed everybody, but you were able to feed some, and that's
all
enough.
that matters.
That's enough.
That's all that matters. So I'm just asking for 2. I don't want just give me 2.
2. She's trying to feed 2 families. So if anybody wants to donate a Thanksgiving meal to 2 families, please, please, please contact her.
Yes.
This is a good live. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate
you guys.
Sitting through, even though you claim you're nervous. I don't know how she's nervous, but she says that she
Wait till I
nervous.
check my heart rate on my watch. I'm just gonna be like this.
No, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Matt, you got anything you want to say?
No. This was dope. I just want people to keep continue watching and share the live when we live and engage with us. And like I said, keep doing that week after week. We good to go.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all. This is the end. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all next week, next Tuesday. We might do some, I don't know, we might change it up to, on the scene type stuff. Try to figure out, see us out in public, something. I don't know.
Y'all need a motto, like a closing
tagline. We're working on it. We just working. We working on all that. We're working on all that.
Come up with one.
A little slogan or something. Yeah, come up with one, and then we're gonna use it. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Did we hit 10? Did we do it?
Yeah.